Hello everybody, in today's video I am reviewing the top 5 states that are sending new residents to the state of Arizona, and I am exploring 2 sources with you today. One is a website called Arizona Big Media, where it has a lot of local information for the state of Arizona, and second, I'm going to give you some of my own experiences as a real estate agent in Arizona, where my clients are coming from if they are relocating from out of the state. My name is Dawn Dickinson, and the channel is Living in Northern Arizona, where I teach you everything there is about living in the northern half of the state of Arizona. I am also a licensed real estate agent in Arizona, so if you ever have a question about buying or selling a home, please give me a call, text, or an email. My contact information is always in the description below. So I'm going to start with reviewing the article I found in this blog post on Arizona Big Media, and I am going to put a link to the article in the description below in case you would like to go check it out for yourself and see some of the charts and the statistics and the verbiage. I'm going to give you a high-level overview. So this article shares mostly 2 pieces of information. One is the states where the most residents are coming from, and the second is what generation, what age group the people are moving from. I was a little bit surprised in this because there are younger generations than most of my real estate clients, but that could be because of the area that I sell in is mostly northern Arizona, and this article is looking at the entire state of Arizona, which would include the highly populated Phoenix area and even Tucson. So this could explain the younger demographic. The other thing I want to point out is these statistics are from year ending 2023. As of the point that this article was compiled, 2024 data were not quite available. So we are looking at about a year old data. So the number 1 state where residents are moving in from is California. So you may not be surprised about that, but in 2023, we had over 52,000 residents coming from California, 52,388 people moved in, and the top incoming generation in California was Gen Z, which represented 26% of the people moving in that year. So a large amount of people coming from Gen Z. In the number 2 state, we have a lot of people moving in from Texas. Now, Texas, of course, we have people moving between Texas and Arizona, and of course, a lot of Californians are also going to Texas, but Texas is our number 2 source for migration, with 17,560 residents moving in from Texas, and the top generation moving in again was Gen Z, representing 31% of the Texans moving in that year. Now, the number 3 state was Florida, and to me that makes a lot of sense. I do get a lot of clients that are either moving to Florida or moving from Florida to Arizona. This year I expect 2024 data may have been even slightly higher because a lot of people are just getting upset in Florida with the hurricanes and the rising cost of homeowners insurance. But in 2023, there were 13,410 residents moving to Arizona from Florida, and the top incoming generation was millennials, with 24% of the Floridians coming in that were of the millennial age group. Now, number 4, this does not surprise me at all, Washington State. So Washington State represented 12,609 new residents. Again, the top generation was Gen Zs moving in, and that was 37% Gen Z moving in from Washington. And number 5 spot is Oregon. Oregon had 11,060 people moving into the state of Arizona, and millennials were the top age group with 25% of the Oregonians, I may have said that right, moving in that were millennials. So next I'm going to tell you my perspective based on my own experience of the people I see moving into Arizona, based on not only inquiries from people from YouTube, but also the houses that I sell and the closed transactions. The biggest source of my sales are coming from California, Washington, and Oregon, with Oregon actually being in first place the last year, 2024, California and Washington in the next place, and then I do also get people moving from Florida. So for me, probably maybe 70% of my clients are coming from those 3 states, and then others are coming from different areas. A lot of people are just moving from Phoenix to northern Arizona, or coming from Florida, Arkansas, some of those other states, New Hampshire. For me, this is not surprising what the big media site is saying for inbound immigration, but what did surprise me was the age group, because in my own personal experience, most of my clients are baby boomers and Gen Xers, some from the silent generation and some from the millennial generation. I get very few Gen Zers, but it's not like I don't get any of them. But most of my buyers also are not first-time home buyers. They're relocating from another state, or they're buying a second house, or they are getting ready to retire. So I do serve a older demographic than probably most of the real estate agents in Arizona, but that's why I would say my incoming inbound generation is totally different than what this article cites, but what is very right on is where my clients are coming from. So that's it for today. If you're curious and you're thinking about maybe Arizona would be a good fit for you, I have my contact information in the description below. If you want to reach out and give me a phone call or a text or an email, I would get back to you and we could have a conversation if Arizona might be a good fit and what it might take to buy or sell a home in the state. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Dawn Dickinson. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I post videos every single week about the northern Arizona towns and the real estate market in general. If you find this information helpful, you may want to subscribe to the channel because it will help the channel, help other people find this information. And I do post videos every single week, and I hope to see you back on the channel again next week.